Hello everyone, this is Vortex. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy I. In our last episode, we paid a visit to the witch Matoya, and we found that some thief robbed poor Matoya blind of her crystal. Literally. She can't see a thing without it. Well, after watching Matoya bump around into furniture, the Light Warriors helped themselves to some of the treasure in Matoya's cave. Does that make them thieves too? Oh well, perhaps the Light Warriors can repent by finding Matoya's crystal for her, and that's an item we'll eventually be finding later in the game. But from Matoya's cave, we then headed to the east to find the port village of Pravoka. Inside the town, we fought a bullying band of pirates led by the notorious Bicky. After beating up on the Buccaneers, the captain agreed to give us his ship, and he promised to lead a more law-abiding life here in Pravoka. So we now have a ship at our disposal, and we can use that ship to sail the high seas. But before we do that, we want to check out the rest of the village of Pravoka here, and you'll probably notice right off that there are a lot more villagers out and about wandering around the town now that Bicky's been put in his place. This guy says, because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. Yeah, everyone's pretty grateful that the Light Warriors have taken care of the pirate problem for them. Well, this young lady says they say there are elves living across the sea, but the elf prince has fallen into a deep sleep and hasn't woken up. Oh man, that doesn't sound good. What's happened to the elf prince? Why has he fallen into a deep sleep? Well, we can use our newly acquired ship to cross the seas and go pay the Elf Kingdom a visit here before too long. Well, let's check out the southwestern corner of the town here. You'll find an item shop available here. You can purchase your potions and antidotes and phoenix downs and so forth in there. And there's also an armor shop available down here, so let's go inside and see what new armors are available. Well, we've already gotten the leather armor and the chainmail, but we'll find that the iron armor is now available here in the Pravoka armor shop. And that's going to be a nice buy for Cloud. That's an armor made of thinly hammered iron, but it does cost a pretty penny, 640 gil to be exact, so I'll need to go out and grind for some extra gil a little bit later to get that. I want to save my gil to purchase some of this other equipment for now, such as the leather shield. I'm going to go ahead and purchase one of those for my warrior Cloud, and looky there, all four of my characters can use the leather gloves, so I'm going to go ahead and drop 200 gil to get 4 of those. So let's go ahead and equip that new stuff on everyone. We'll put the leather shield on Cloud and take his defense up 2 points to 17. And we'll also take his defense up another point by putting the leather gloves on him. We'll take his defense up to 18, and we'll do the same for the other 3 characters. Just take their defense up 1 point. It will also take their evasion down a little, but really that's not a big deal. We actually double Vivi's defense. It goes up from 1 to 2. Yay! Yeah, not that great of an increase, is it? Well, we'll be finding some better equipment for Vivi a little bit later on. Alright, let's go to the other side of Pravoka. You still behaving yourself, Bicky? Good. Don't let me catch you making trouble in this town anymore. Well, there's Mr. Mohawk Man still wandering around. If we talk to him again, he says, I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only make landfall at a port, you know. Yeah, we saw what a port looks like in our last episode. Those little white structures next to the land and the sea. We can use those to dock our ships. But there apparently are no ports in the north, so we'll probably have to find a different mode of transportation to reach the northern lands. Well, this building to the north is the church, where you can come to revive a fallen character. Fortunately, I don't have any need of those services for now. There's another grateful guy right there wandering around the town. Yes, there are magic shops available here in Pravoka. We'll be checking those out here in just a minute. I do want to go to the weapons shop first. Let's take a look at the weapon menu here in this weapons shop, and in addition to a hammer, you can purchase a pretty nice sword for your warrior, the broadsword. That's a sword with a wide, double-edged blade. It costs 450 gil though, so I'm going to grind for that gil a little bit later on and come back and get it. But for now I do want to go ahead and get the scimitar, which is a sword with a curved blade for my thief Locke. Only costs 160 gil. So let's go ahead and equip Locke with the scimitar and replace his old rapier, and you'll see that it will take his attack power up 1 point, but it also takes his accuracy up 5 points from 61 to 66, so that's a pretty good buy for him. I'll be selling off all of my old equipment off screen. Well, let's go around this batch of buildings here to this narrow alleyway. We've got an old man hanging around back here. I fled here from Melman, a town far to the west. It is a truly pitiable sight. The earth rots and monsters attack in the night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Oh no. Well, there's something else to put on the Light Warriors checklist. Apparently Melman's in trouble. One thing at a time though. We'll just keep that in the back of our minds. Melman also needs saving. Well, there's a black magic shop. Let's go inside the black magic shop here and find level 2 black magic for sale here. We can purchase the blizzard spell, which will deal ice damage to one foe. The dark spell will blind all foes with darkness. But this third spell, my friends, is one of the best spells in Final Fantasy I in my opinion. The temper spell. You can use that to raise one ally's attack, but if you use it multiple times on that same ally, it will stack, continuously increasing their attack power, and that will come in very handy later in the game. So I'll definitely be purchasing the temper spell. And there's also the slow spell available, which will reduce all foes' number of attacks. For now though, I'm going to go ahead and drop the 250 gil for the blizzard spell for Vivi, and I'll be coming back to get the temper spell and probably the slow spell a little bit later on. I'll go ahead and show you that now that Vivi is level 6, he does have access to level 2 black magic, so he can put that new blizzard spell to use immediately. Alright, one more shop to go visit up here in the northeastern corner of town. That's the white magic shop, where we will find level 2 white magic available for sale here. There's the blindness spell, which will cure darkness. The silent spell will prevent all foes from casting spells. The null shock spell will reduce lightning damage by half. That's a pretty useful spell. And there's also the invis spell, which will raise one ally's evasion. So I've got just enough gil left to purchase one of these. I guess I'll go ahead and get the invis spell for Lena. And I'll be getting the null shock and silent spells a little bit later on. So I think after tallying up all the remaining magic and equipment, I'm going to need to get just a little bit over 2,000 gil. So I'll be grinding that off screen, and I'll be coming back to get that stuff probably between this video and the next video. Okay, blue-haired boy, you're in the Light Warrior's way. Let us pass. Thank you. Alright, one more guy to talk to here, and he says there are many monsters in the Aldean Sea. Best be careful. So looks like we're also going to have to worry about monsters on the open waves when we board our new ship. But the good news about that, friends, is that we'll be adding those monsters as new entries in our bestiary. So there are a few new monsters we want to find on the open seas here. Pretty cool thing about the riding on the sea is you'll get to listen to a pretty nice little tune here, a little sea shanty of sorts. Doesn't look like monsters are as aggressive on the waters as they are on land. It takes a while to run into a new monster, so I'm going to ride around on my ship a little bit, and once I run into a new set of monsters, I'll be demonstrating those battles for you. Okay, here is a new enemy. These green little gremlin looking critters are called Sahagins. And these become kind of a staple of the Final Fantasy series. You'll be finding these critters as you progress through the Final Fantasy series. In Final Fantasy I, though, the Sahagins have only 28 HP, and they are weak against lightning. Just have to watch out for their physical attacks, especially if they gang up on one character, especially the mages who have lower defense. See them using their nails to scratch the light warriors there. Yep, Vivi's Thunderspell is pretty effective against these. And there's Locke's new Scimitar in action. Pretty nice damage. This looks like a good opportunity to demonstrate the Invis and Blizzard spells. If we can get to Lena and Vivi in time. Yep, looks like Lena's going to show off her Invis spell there. Makes herself invisible, harder to hit. And you got to see Vivi's Blizzard spell in action. So there's 37 experience points and 150 gil for our trouble there. Alright, I'm going to sail around a little bit more and see if I can find another new monster to demonstrate. Alright, here is another new enemy, the Buccaneers. And the nice thing about the Buccaneers is they drop a lot of gil after you defeat them. In fact, each Buccaneer will drop 120 gil apiece. So if you can defeat 5 of them in one battle, you'll get 600 gil. So that's pretty nice. Looks like Locke needs a little curing up there. I guess we can have Vivi use his Thunder Spell on one of these. They don't have any weaknesses. And it looks like they have about 50 HP. And their attack power is not too shabby. Still 3 of them standing here. Alright, let's give that bottom one a taste of Vivi's Blizzard spell. Alright. We have defeated those 4 Buccaneers. We get 60 experience points, 480 gil. Very nice, and everybody's going to gain a level. Very cool. I believe that takes everybody up to level 7, is it? Yep, everyone is now level 7. We get some new entries to take a look at in the Bestiary. Speaking of 7s, we're now 7% completed on the Bestiary. The pirates we fought in Pravoka are listed at number 17 in your Bestiary list, capable of dropping a leather shield. The Sahagin is number 18. They can drop potions. Weak against lightning, resistant to quake and fire. And the Buccaneer is number 20, and if you're lucky, you'll get a saber sword as a drop from one of those. Okay, I think I have just enough time to demonstrate one more thing here on the open seas. What's pretty cool about Final Fantasy I, just like in the NES version, in the Dawn of Souls version, you can play a little mini game while you're riding around in your ship on the open seas. In order to play that mini game, what you want to do is hold down your A button and press the B button 22 times. So I'm going to hold down the A button here, and using my thumb I'm going to press the B button 22 times. Just kind of sequentially do it. And after 22 clicks of the B button while holding down the A button, you get to play the 15 puzzle mini game, which is kind of a fun mini game to play. Now, I'm not very good at this. What you want to do is get all the tiles from 1 to 15 in order, and once you do, you'll get a little prize. So let me see how long it will take me to do this. I tried this as a practice run earlier, and it took me a pretty long time to do it. I'm just not very good at this game. One thing you'll kind of want to do as a strategy is get the lower numbers up at the top and the higher numbers down towards the bottom. So we'll get that 4 up there, for instance. I need to get that 9 up here. So there we go. So now it's just a matter of getting everything in order here. Well, after about 10 minutes worth of mind-numbing action, I think I finally got this puzzle in order. I'm not very good at this game. I'm just not very good at getting numbers in line in this slide game. It kind of reminds me of Rubik's Cube for some reason, but anyhow, as you can see, I finally won this mini game after 10 minutes and 18 seconds worth of playing. So that's the first time I've won. I've actually played twice, so I'm surprised I won that one time. And you can see my prize is 100 gil, and that actually varies. So each time you win and each time you play the game. So anyhow, if you want to go through all that rigmarole to win some extra gil, feel free to do so. So, anyhow, just wanted to show that to you, just to let you know that that's available in the game there. So, that's going to be all the time we're going to have for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy 1. Thank you very much for watching today, everyone. Next time, we'll go to the south and visit the Elf Kingdom. Have a great day. See you again next time.